input from the user. Such type of forms we can create using the form tag. Inside form tag, there are nested tags. Nested tags which are used to write or create form. Okay. So what are they? There are few tags. One is input. Input tag. Input tag is used to create one input field which captures data from the user, and on clicking the submit button it will send the data to the backend. So what type of input field, what type of data we need to give inside that input field? For that indication, for that declaration, we are using label tag for declaring what type of input. Suppose here input is there, but user wants to understand, is it username or is it password? What type of input it is? To declare that, we are using label. And one more is break. To break the line, to break the line, we are using break tag. It will breaks the entire line. Wherever you are applying, from there it is breaking the line. And text area. Suppose if you are using, if you are creating a form for the feedback, that time you are going to create a text area for writing feedback. So in that case you are going to use text area. And button. So when you create input fields, and you have to send and you have to store the data in the database, you have to store user data in the database. So how it will sends to the backend? So whenever you type something in the input field, after that whenever you click on the login button or button, any button, submit button, it may be anything. So when you click on that, it will invokes a method, because we are using event handler here. Event handler is nothing but it it captures the data and sends to the backend. So it invokes the method. Whenever you click on this button, it invokes some function, and in that function will write some logic. According to that logic, it performs the operation. And what we had discussed again, image tag. If you want to display image, if you want to use image at any place, then you are going to use image tag. And inside image we are having src equals to some url. So what does it mean? It does mean is src is the attribute, means we are letting that know with the help of this image tag. And here is the source. What you have to display, we are conveying the browser to display the content. So for that reason, src is the attribute of image tag. So what does mean by attribute? Attribute is nothing but we are letting the browser know more more specifications, like it may be color, it may be something. We are giving extra commands to perform something on that um, tag. So for that reason we are using attributes. So here we are giving src equals to some url. So it will, whenever you are using this image tag, it will targets this src attribute, and inside the src equals to, it is the key and it is the value. So it will reduce to this path, and it will, from there it will display the logo or image. And what we have discussed again, we have discussed about the attributes. What are attributes? And why we are using attributes, and how many types of attributes are there. So these all are we discussed yesterday. So what are three types of attributes they are there? So one is element specific. Element specific is nothing but we are writing inside the element, means it is relatable to this tag only. Suppose if you here style equals to color colon red, means we are applying red color to username. So it will applies it affects on this username only, but not on password, because it is element specific. We are using inside this label only. Here one more label is there, password, but it will for this it will not affect. Why means we are declaring it in itself, like in a specific tag. So it is the element specific attribute. And one more type is global. What is global attribute is you are writing somewhere, and you are importing that in your file, and you are using whatever the styles are there in the external file. From there you are using in this document. So in that case, we can call that is as global attribute. What are the global attributes are there? Class is the global attribute, and ID is the global attribute. Okay. So how this will work, I will show in this class as well. And one more type is event handler. Event handler attribute, content attribute. What is event handler? Here is the event handler. So the function is written in somewhere, but importing that or referring importing into this file, the importing the external file inside this file, and we are using some of the function here. Whenever you click on this button, it will invokes that file, that method, and it performs operation. So that is what event handler means. Whenever you click on the button, it performs some event, or it handles some event. Inside that event is having some functionality. That's what the meaning of this event handler content attribute. So three types we have discussed yesterday. So today we are going to discuss more about this stuff, like how global attribute works, and how ID works. And suppose if we are using ID and class, if you are using ID and class, and inside the class and inside the ID, if we are going to use same styles, then which will be affected for this username? So that's what we are the specificity, we can call that is as specificity, means which is having highest weightage. So whenever you start working in your real time, suppose if there are ID and class, and you have given in the class green color, but it is coming as blue color, then you have to understand that which colors are affecting on that username or that content. So how we can know is, you have to identify, you have to know which attribute is having the highest specificity, means highest weightage. Means suppose if the color is there, so inside the style, means it is the specific element, right? So here we have applied color equals to red. Suppose color equals to green is coming from the class, and color equals to blue is coming from the ID. So which will be affected for this name. So all this we are going to discuss in this class today. So whatever we have recap now, I will show same in the browser. Save this and opening the browser. Inside browser, I am just refreshing it. See here, this is the HR tag where, sorry, this line is, horizontal line is HR tag where it is separating from the subject to subject or scene to scene or part to part, right? And this is the form. This is the entire form. So inside the form, we are using input text, input field. So if you do not declare its name for this one, user cannot understand what he have to enter. For that reason, we are using labels, and with the help of label, we are declaring that okay, this input is for the name purpose. You have to enter your name or username, and here is the password. So here we are letting the user know that it is the password. So you have to enter your password. And here is the text box. Suppose if you want to say something to the client, say something to the client, then you have to type something in this box. So that is what its meaning. And if you want to display your logo or your image on the website or somewhere, then you are going to use image tag. And after entering this, you need to, whenever you need something to post the data, for that reason we are using button tag. So in this button we named it as login. So whenever you click on, you have to keep your button name as which makes sense for this form. So here we have given login. So whenever you click on this button, it will invokes method, and inside method the operations could be performed. So these are what yesterday we have done, and we had discussed what are the attributes, right? So this is what yesterday's class. Today we are going to learn few more tags and which are important while developing the application. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about anchor tag. Anchor tag is nothing but linking the other external websites or any other path. Okay. So what is anchor tag? The usage and definition and usage of anchor tag is a tag defines a hyperlink which is used to link from one page to another page. Suppose you are in one page, and if you want to redirected from that page to another page, then you are going to use anchor tag. Anchor tag is nothing but a is the anchor tag. Inside this anchor tag you are going to refer where you are willing to go. So you are going to give or refer that path. So whenever you are giving that path inside this anchor tag, whenever you click on this text or something, then you are going to redirect to that page. So how it will works, I will show. So this is the anchor tag, opening tag and closing tag, and inside this we have to name something, right? We have to insert some text, so which makes some sense. So what I am referring is angular angular tutorial, right? Angular tutorial. And we had discussed already what are attributes. Suppose whatever you are applying inside this tag, those are attributes, right? So here must be it must be some attribute is there, right? So we'll save. Before that, we'll save it and we'll check in the browser. So here I am just refreshing it. See here, we are able to see Angular tutorial, but here nothing. When I am clicking on it, no event or it is not redirecting to anywhere. But we have to tell that, array, whenever I click on you, you have to take me from here to somewhere. Whatever the path I have given, you have to take me from here to there. So how we have to let that browser know? Means that's why we are having href attribute for this anchor tag. So what href will do is it will takes us from here the page to another page, source page or destiny page. Okay, so here we are referring something like I am taking this angular.io is the official website of Angular. So I'm just giving the same path here. Okay, I'm just saving it. This path is like Angular official website path. So I saved it and I'm checking in the browser. I'm clicking on this. See here, whenever we have applied href, seems it is different, right? Underline is there and its color is also in the blue color. Means whenever you see such type of text, that is the that is having some redirecting functionality. Redirecting means whenever you click on that, whenever you click on that, it will take you from this page to the referred page. Okay, so I am clicking on this one. See here, it is redirecting to this https colon angular.io. This is the official website of Angular, right? So it is redirected from our our page to, yeah, our page to the another page, right? It is redirected from here to the this official page. So how it is performing means we are letting that browser know, a browser, I'm the I'm the link, means I am providing some link, and from here, and also I have provided some destiny path. So whenever user clicks on me, you have to navigate from here to there, or you have to take him from this page to that page because he is willing to go there. So that's why he is clicking on me. So that anchor tag will interact with the browser like that. Okay, so this is the functionality and use case of this anchor tag. So there are also, we can also use more attributes, but this href is the required attribute. Required means we must have to give this href, then only it will performs that redirecting functionality. Okay, because if you do not give this href equals to its value, then it cannot understand that, okay, I have to go somewhere, but how it can know I have to redirect from here to there, how it can know? Whenever we provide something, some attribute, then only it will understand. So okay, I have to go from here to there. For that reason, it is the required for this anchor tag, means we must have to give if we have to perform this operation. So href is the mandatory attribute, and we can also use equals to id equals to anchor tag, or any name you can give for this. And you can also use class attribute. For this you can give something angular, any name which makes some sensible, right, for that text. So according to that you can give. So this is what the use case of the anchor tag. Anchor tag is nothing but it is a hyperlink which is used to link from one page to another page. Okay, the most important attribute of the a element is the href attribute, which indicates the link's destination. Okay, by default links will appear as follows in all browsers, like uh, it appears like link format with the underline. Okay, yeah, so this is about the anchor tag. And one more important, the most important thing, most important element or tag is div tag. Okay, div tag. See, in every application, this is must and should you can see. In every application, see, you can see there is div tags. There are many div tags. So, what is the use of div and what is div tag? Div is the division tag where you are going to use this division tag. So, how you are going to use this div tag? I will discuss now. So, div element is used as a container. Okay. So, div element, this div means division element used as a container. So, what is container again? So, what is container means? See, what is container means? Inside this div, inside this div, suppose if you take, I will show in the power presentation, so then you can understand that what is container and how you can identify. So here I'm taking one box. If you take, it is as a container. Okay, it is a container. So because it is having some bounds, right? Top, bottom, left, right. So it is occupying some space. Okay, it is occupying some space. So what we can do with that space? Let's see. Container, and inside this we are storing HTML, CSS, TypeScript. See here, we are storing something like inside this we are placing some other content. So this we are calling this is as container because it is having some space, some height and some width. So we are calling this as a container. Okay, it is occupying some of the width and height. Inside that we are again placing or inserting some text. You can also insert images inside this box. You can also insert text or hyperlinks, anything. But this occupying space and height and width is calling we are as container, right? So inside this container we are having some space. So we are inserting the text, or it may be image, it may be text. So like that div occupies some space. How it is gonna occupy some space? See, if I am writing some text, hello, welcome to angular tutorial. Okay, welcome to angular tutorial. So I am saving it and checking in the browser, refreshing it. See here, we are able to see, hello, welcome to Angular tutorial. Okay, so what is the difference between this normal text and this div text? So let's see the difference. Let's see the difference. See here, when you apply some style to it, like style equals to, I'm applying background color, background hyphen color colon, let's give green color. Okay, so I'm saving it and running in the browser. See here, we are able to see we have given text like hello, welcome to Angular tutorial only. So if you are using div, then what happening is it is taking the entire width of this document. Okay, if you call this page is the document, inside this document it is it is occupying the entire width. Okay, entire width, and it will takes at the right side and the left side and right side, it will takes gap, means it will takes some margin. Okay, means by default it is taking some, it is providing spaces for this content and occupying the width. So this is we are calling as div. Suppose if you insert some other content, I will show. Suppose if you are inserting some other like now we have used form, right? So same form I'm inserting inside this, copied and pasted, checking in the browser. I'm just refreshing it. See here, this background color is applied for this form also. So height is flexible, like whatever the content you are going to write in the div tag, it is taking that like it is capturing that height, and it is applying its attribute or its properties. Okay, it's a specification. Suppose we have applied background color, it is applying that background color for this as well, means by default it will occupies width, by default it will occupies 100% width for that div, but height is flexible. Whatever the content you are inserting inside the div, it is going to take that much height only. Okay, but by default it will take 100% width. Okay, by default it is going to take 100% width of the document, and in the left side it is giving some margin. Okay, margin means I will teach you in the CSS class. So margin means some of the space. Okay, some of the document space, like here is see here is some space, so it is going to provide some space at the right side and the right side and the left side. Okay, so this is what the div functionality. And we have one more tag, that is span. Okay, so we have one more tag is span. So now we have seen div tag, and we have span as well, specification. Okay, so same content we are writing inside this span tag. Okay, span. See here, Again, instead of wasting our time, we'll apply that background color style for this one. Here, I am going to use background as red. Saved it and checking in the browser. Okay, refreshing it. See here, this is the div tag, right? We have given green color, and this is the span. Whenever you are applying background color for this span, it is occupying the background color for this inserted text only. But whenever we have applied for this div tag, so this div tag is taking 100% width of the document, right? So this is what the difference is. So span is going to affect on the text, okay, but take div is going to occupy the 100% width, means it is acting as the block level. So yesterday I told, today we are going to discuss about the what is block elements and what is in block elements. So div is the block elements which occupies specific block, means specific width and specific height, that is called, that is what block level. And what is inline elements? Inline elements is nothing but it occupies only the space whatever we are inserted text, how much width it is there, that much width only it will affect, okay, for that text only it will affect, okay. So for that reason we are going to use span. So now you got to know when to use division and when to use specification. So specification only denoting declaring that it is for the specific text, it is related to only specific text, but division is for specific division. We can call this entire thing is, entire block is called division. So for this division it is going to work, and this specification is for this specific text only. We have applied span for this text only, we have inserted this text inside this span, so that specification is going to apply for this text only. So that is what the difference between the div and span, and that is what the difference between the inline tags and block level tags. So what are other block level tags are there? P tag is also one of the block level. So how we can know? Simply, simply, no need to worry about that. Simply apply the background color for this one. Style equals to, okay, or already a copy na? Style equals to. Here we are going to blue, okay, blue color. So your voice is breaking in. Okay, sorry. Now am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. So, uh, okay, sorry, I think I have not shared. See here, we have applied background color. Yeah, background color for this, for here blue, okay, background color blue for this p tag. So how it gonna display? We'll check here in the browser. I'm just refreshing it. See here, it is the p tag is also here only, right? The content is still here, but it is going to occupy, but it is going to occupy 100% width. So such tags are called block level, means it is it is taking some width and height. So that is what we are calling these are all as block level elements. Okay, in interview or somewhere, whenever you switch from your company to another company, then they will ask what are the block level elements and what are inline tags. Okay, what are block tags and what are inline tags, or block containers and inline containers. So then you have to give the block level occupies 100% width, and depending on the inserted text, it is gonna occupy its height. Okay, so that's what you are going to tell about the block level. And I will also provide the uh, text, sorry, I will also going to provide you the definitions for this. So I will share whatever the tags we have discussed till now. For them also I will provide the um, uh, notes for that. Okay, no need to worry. Whenever you want to revise them, you can revise. So for now you can focus on these tags. Okay, so what is black level? If the interviewer asks what is black level, then you have to answer the black level tags. Whenever we are using black level tags, those are going to occupy 100% width of the document, and height is flexible. How much text we are going to insert inside the tag. So inside, in between the tag, open tag and close tag, that much height it is going to take. Okay, this is what block containers or block elements. And what is inline tags or inline elements? So inline elements is nothing but it is going to take the width of the text. The inline elements are going to apply its specifications on the specific text only or specific part only. Okay, that is what the different example for the block level tags. Div is the block level and p tag is the block level and form is the block level. Okay, so inside the form we are going to use some nested tags, right? Inside the form we are going to use some of the nested, right? Nested means they it's child, and you may take its child. If you take form tag is the parent, and you can take that input button, all these are the childs. Okay, so form is also a block level element. Okay, and we have discussed ordered list. Inside the types of list we have discussed ordered list and in unordered list. So ordered list is also a block level, and unordered list is also a block level. Why means it occupies some of the width and height for its nested elements. Okay, for its nested elements. So it is going to, suppose here we have ordered list. So how it is how we have displayed this? We have used we have used we have used ordered list and list tag. Okay, ordered list and list tag. So this ordered UL is the block level, and this LI is nothing but inline element. So whatever you are using inside the block level, those are inline inline elements, and whatever you are using as the parent, that that tag is nothing but block level. Why we are calling that is block level? It is occupying some width and height for this specific content. Whatever inside we are inserting this. So we are, for this it is specifying its width and height. So that is what the difference between the block level tags and block level tags and inline tags. So this is what about the block level and inline. So now we have discussed div tag and span tag, and there are the important tag, which is, suppose if you want to display some content inside the suppose if you want to display some content in the tabular form, right? If you want to display some data or student data in the tabular form, then you are going to use table tag. So uh, table tag, table, and opening tag and closing tag, opening tag and closing tag. See, now we have taken table. So our main aim is to display some data, some content in the tabular form, right? Suppose student data is there, student name, student class, and student roll number, right? So we have to display the data in the tabular form. So for that reason, table tag we are using. And inside the table tag, suppose if you write like this, and if you insert some text, how it gonna look like, we'll see. There is some terminology for each tag, like how to write. So see here, it is not in the tabular format. There is no meaning for this one, right? Writing like this. So for that reason, we have in table what we can how we can display, like we must have some headers, like means student roll number. We will write like student roll number, student name, and student class. Okay. Below, we'll write that in the row man. In the row, we'll take as one header, and below to that row, we'll display data in the column wise, right? How we are going to display that, we'll see. Okay, we'll check. See here now, we have used table tag. Inside table tag, if you want to display some data, how we are gonna is, you are using tr tag, table row. Tr means table row, opening tag and closing tag. Okay, opening tag and closing tag. So this opening tag, closing tag, in between this opening and closing tags of t row means we are letting know a table. Please display that in the row manner. So what is row? Row is nothing but like it will display in the horizontal manner. Okay, in this format. Okay, and what is column? This wanna display like this. Okay, table is also built like this. Okay, suppose if you provide some content, some header, it is going to form like this only. Okay, so one header is inserted here, and another header, suppose student name gonna display here, student roll number display gonna display here, and student class, like that. How many headers will insert there, that those many headers it gonna create. Okay, and how gonna we display the data? For this student name, we are going to display number of students names, right? Here Raju, here some other name, right? Some other name. So the data could be displayed in the column manner. Okay, so how it gonna perform will, oh no, I have not shared this one. Sorry, I have not shared this one. So it is gonna perform. So this is the row and this is the column. Okay, this is the column. So how data is inserted? So headers are inserted here. Like in the starting, headers would be inserted: roll number, student name, roll number, and which class, and other specifications of the student. So how data gonna display? So here name, here here first student name and second student name, third student name, like that it gonna display. Okay, we'll start on the answer. So here we are telling a table display whatever the content I'm providing inside this inside this tag, you gonna display in the row manner. So it gonna display in the row manner. So what it gonna display? We have to tell that as well. So here we gonna display table header. Okay, table header. TH means table header. TR means table row. So inside the table we are using TR means table row, and inside that we are going to use TH means table header. So inside the table header, open tag and close tag. Okay, open tag and close tag. Inside this I'm going to insert some text. So what we gonna serial number. Okay, serial number, and I'm just copying pasting serial number, paste, paste, paste. We have taken four rows, four headers. Okay, so it is serial number, name. Okay, uh, roll number and class. Okay, or standard. Okay, so we have saved it, and let's check in the browser. Let's check in the browser. See, when you sorry, when you have given header, see here there is some space between each of the header, right? There is some space between each of the header. Serial number is there, name is there, roll number is there, class is there. So we'll make some adding, will make some sense on adding some data. Okay, we'll add. So how we are going to add? Now we have added headers for this table. So how we are gonna add data means, again we are creating, means we are not inserting in, if you insert data here after this th, we are going to display in the horizontal manner only, but we need it is again in the next row. Okay, it is gonna, suppose if you write here, it is gonna display the data in the same row, but we need not like that. We need below to these headers, so that we are going to create one more tr, means one more row, open tag and close tag. Inside this we are going to display like td means table data. TH is nothing but table header, means we are giving some headers inside, we are inserting some headers inside the table with the help of TH, and we are going to insert the data. Okay, the data with the help of TD. TD is nothing but TD is table data. So inside table data, whatever you are going to insert the text, those are displaying as the table data. Okay, we'll see serial number 1. Okay, and I'm just copying this and pasting table data. Sorry, your name. Okay, roll number 1 2 3 4. Okay, standard. Suppose you can take first 10th standard. I'm saving it, and let's check in the browser. See here, it is making some sense. Let's add one HR tag to divide between these two. HR tag. See here, table. Okay, serial number 1, name Raju, and roll number 1 2 3 4, class 10th. Suppose if you want more clear on this one, then what I am doing, I am taking one attribute for this table. Okay, what attribute I am going to take is border. Okay, border equals to 1. Okay, I have taken border for the table. Okay, table tag. I have taken one attribute, that is border, for the table tag. See here, now here we are able to see the border, right? So this outline border is border of the table tag. and inside we have again boxes types, right? Those are the those are the TD and TH are there na. For the tags, it is applying border as well. So this is what how table gonna work. Suppose if you want to display some data, you are going to display the table data in with the help of the table. You are going to display your data in the tabular format with the help of the table tag. Inside the table tag, we are having row. What is row tag or t or tag is tr tag is you are telling that the browser, hey, browser, please display my data in the tabular form as well in the row manner. Inside the row, please insert some headers. If you are using th tag, then it is gonna display in the header manner. See here, its font size is in the bold color, right? Bolder size, right? So bold size. So here SN and name, these are having highest font weight, right? And see here table data is in the normal format, right? So whenever you are going to use td is nothing but table data. Whenever you are displaying data in as the uh, body, then it is gonna display normal text, okay? But when you are going to display content as the header, then it is gonna display as the header, right? In the font highest it is having the it is applied some font weight, okay, for the headers, and for the data it is not applied. So that is what the difference between the th and the td. So when you are when you if you want to create some table, then you are going to create your table with the help of this tags, okay? So this is what about the table. And we will discuss two more tags, so which are very useful, which are very useful in day to day life. Till now whatever we have used, those are very important while development, okay? You are always gonna develop. Suppose if you take one component in the angular, then you are going to start with this div tag, okay? You are going to start with your div tag. You can also you can if you are not using div tag also, no problem, but you are going to provide some width and some height for some of the functional, some of the suppose if you are creating some form, you are going to insert that form inside this container only, okay? You are taking you are occupying some width and height for your text, okay? Or it may be text, it may be form, it may be table, anything, okay? You can also insert this table inside this div tag, so you can insert. So that is what you are that is what the use cases of these tags. So these are the important tags, and the two more tags is there. I will quickly I will discuss today, and in more detail I will discuss tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to start CSS part. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to start the CSS part. Today we'll complete with this, and whatever I am going to discuss now, the two tags, those are also related to that CSS as CSS part as well. That's why today I will give you some information about that. Tomorrow we'll discuss in more detail. Okay. So what is these two tags is nothing but one is it is better to write Hindi. Till now we have discussed the tags in the body. So now these tags I am going to discuss is script tag. One is script. Okay. Script. And another one is link tag. Okay. Link. And there are also two more tags. One is style, style tag. Okay, style tag. And another one is title tag. Okay, title tag. So what does title tag will do? See here, we have head. Means head is nothing but, see here, I will show real-time example. Whatever, whatever we are able to see here, okay, whatever we can see in the header, in the header section, like a tab, web application tab, right? Web application tab. Here you are, you can see Angular, right? Whatever you are giving name, whatever you want name to be displayed here, that is used to display by the help of this head. Inside the head we have title. Okay, we are keeping title. Okay, title for this application, with this web application. So here I'm going to keep HTML class. Okay, HTML class. So I saved it and I'm just checking in the browser what name it gonna display. Sorry. See here, HTML class. See our web application name is, our static page name is, web app name is HTML class. Whatever you want, means it is the shortcut to know about your web application. Okay, so here is the HTML class. So we have taken for this application, for this body content, we have named as HTML class. So whatever name you want, you can put inside this title. So it would be displayed on the title of the web application. Okay, web bar. So uh, this is about the title. Okay, and style. Suppose if you want to style some of the content of the body, so you will start writing inside this. Okay, so that will, I will tell you whenever we are going to use CSS. Okay, whenever we are going to use CSS, because if I tell now, so you will get confusion. So okay, so that's why I'm just leaving this style, and we are going to discuss these two now. Okay, script. What is script? See now, till now, till now we have utilized some of the tags in the body. Okay, as I told in the last sessions, there are three containers in the document. Document is nothing but this is the entire, and this entire page is we can call as document. Okay, this entire page, this entire page is we can call this entire page, we can call as the document. Inside document, with the help of body tag. Okay, how this it's body tag is sorry, how we are going to display this content with the help of HTML only, right? Inside the HTML opening tag and closing tag, we are inserting some of the we are using some of the tags. Inside those tags, we are inserting some of the text, right? For this we have used h1. Suppose if you use h1 directly without using HTML, it won't work because browser cannot understand what it is. Suppose if you use HTML inside, if you use this tag, then browser can understand, hey, this is the HTML tag. Inside this we are having this, so I have to perform according to its specification. So that's what gonna browser understand. So inside the HTML, so means HTML is one of the container. Okay, HTML is one of the container, And inside the HTML, again we are having two more tags. One is header tag, head tag, and another one is body tag. So head tag, whatever you are going to write, or you are going to use elements in the head tag, those gonna affect on the this title bar. Okay, for that reason only we have to use, that is the proper way, or a good developer can use like that. Okay, so inside that header, we can use title, we can use a script, we can use we can we can use the tags which are helpful to the body tags. Okay, body content. Suppose if you want to add some of the styles, then you are going to use one style tag inside the head tag, and there you are going to write some of the classes and IDs, and you are just referring them in you are just using those class names as the attributes. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss. So that's what the thing. And what is the use of this script? Okay, what is the use of this script tag? So in with the help of this script tag, suppose till now we have used okay, sorry, I forgot to tell. So head is the one container and body is the another container. So we have three containers. Okay, so here we have three containers. One is HTML is the container, and head is one container, and body is the another container. So with the help of HTML, we are going to display all the data inside the browser, and with the help of head container, we are going to display the title or something related to this web page in the browser, and body is whatever the data you are displaying the page inside the body, you are going to display with the help of this body tag. Okay, whatever you insert inside this body tag, you are going to display those content inside the body. Okay, that's what we have three containers, its use cases. And this script is, till now there is no there is no dynamic functionality, right? Till now we have developed a application which is static only. We cannot perform any operations there, right? It is completely static only. So suppose if you want to perform some, dynamic functionality, what is dynamic functionality? If you want to click on the button, then that data you have to send to the backend, or you have to capture the data. So that is dynamic, right? So whenever you are entering here some data here, whenever user is entering inside the input, then you have to capture. Why we are creating login page, why we are why we have register pages? Whenever you register, it sends to the backend, it stores in the database. Whenever the same user comes and same user logins with his registered credentials, then it gonna validate that credentials, and if the credentials are correct, then it gonna read it gonna sorry, it gonna redirects to the next page, right? So that is what the functionality. So this is all about the dynamic functionality, we can call dynamic website. So till now we have static page. If you want to perform some dynamic functionality, then in that case, script is the script comes into the picture. So how it performs? With the help of script, we are going to refer the some of the functionalities. So here we have two types for this script. One is we can refer external file, we can also write some of the functions inside this script as well. So how we can write some functionality here, I will show. Okay, function. So why I'm writing function, I will tell whenever we start using whenever we start TypeScript or JavaScript. Okay, so function. I am taking message as the function name. Okay, curly brace open and close. Inside this curly brace, this is the terminology for writing function. Okay, in JavaScript. Okay, whenever you are going to write one function, so we will name it as function, and will take any name for the method, and will open these parentheses and curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we are going to perform some of the logic. Currently I am just writing sample alert. Inside alert, we are getting hello, welcome to angular classes. Okay, angular classes. I'm saving it. Till now, we have written some functionality, but when to invoke this message function, when to perform this operation. So we must have to refer, right? How browser can understand, array, you have to use this function. How it can understand? That's what I told you na. There are three types of attributes. One type is event handler, right? With the help of this event handler, see here we have button tag. Okay, whenever here we have click functionality. Okay, means click is on click. On click is whenever you click on the button, it will invokes this method. It will invokes this method. Okay, this message method. So what we have to give, on click equals to, on click is the key, and whatever you are going to write inside the this double quotes, that is the value. So here we are going to give msg, message parenthesis. Okay, the same name, whatever the name here is there, that is we are going to use here. Where is that button? Yeah, here. Okay, here. Okay, so when you click on this, it will invokes this method. I'm just saving it and running in the browser. Saving it, refreshed it. Already we have button. So what it will do is, whenever I click on this, click. See here, this page says, hello, welcome to Angular classes. Means we have not written this anywhere, right? Hello, welcome to Angular classes. But we have not written any code for like inside the body tag, we have not written anything to display like this, right? But how it is coming means we have written one script tag. Inside script tag, we have used some function, one function. Inside that function, we have written alert, means it is alerting us whenever you clicking on this login page. It is alerting us that, okay, means whenever we are clicking, it is invoking that message, and whatever the logic inside the function, that is performing. Okay, what logic we have written? What logic we have written? We have just written alert. Okay, for alerting, means this comes in the JavaScript class. Okay, why we use alert, and how we can insert some text in the body, so that will comes in the JavaScript classes. Okay, I will teach you whatever the important you have you will use in your application real time development. Those only I will teach. Okay, because if I teach a number of things, it is not useful to you. Okay, whatever the important tags or techniques you have to learn, those I will teach, so that you can easily remember, and if you know them, you can uh, you can create any types of applications. Okay, it may be static, it may be dynamic, you can create. So whatever I'm teaching, please practice them, and please remember some of the tags. Like these are easy, right? Header tag is nothing but we are using it's in the for the header tag we are having H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Depending on our requirement, we are going to use P tag. If you want to write paragraph, simply we are writing that paragraph inside the P tag. If you want to display some data in the list, you are first decide. You have to first decide it is in the ordered or unordered. If you want to go with unordered, you will go with UL. If you go with ordered, you will go with ordered list. So you can simply remember, right? So here we have written alert. So here, hello, will change some content. Hello, Raj. I'm saving this. Okay, and we'll check that in the browser. Click on this, refresh it, click on this. See, hello, Raj. So whenever we are clicking on this button, so event handler attribute is triggering the method, whatever the method we have written in the script tag. So it is triggering that method and performing whatever the operations we have written inside that method. Okay, that's what the use case of script tag. And there is one more use case of script tag, that is, suppose now here only one function is there. So we are writing here. If you want 100 functions, then if you write here, it is not good, right? Suppose if you have 100 functions, 100 functions, but you have to use same functions in another application also, like another document also, right? This is, suppose if you take session 2, okay, session 2, you want to use that same function inside this practice.html, suppose practice.html, then again you have to write, again you have to open script tag, again you have to write your code. Okay, same function you have to write inside that file also. So that is not good practice for the developer, means it is time consuming. So writing the common function in every page, it is no good developer can do. Okay, so to avoid such cases, we are going to create one global document. Okay, we are going to create one specific document. Inside the document, we are going to write functions only. Okay, and we are utilizing those functions inside these documents. Okay, inside these documents, how we are going to use that global documents, we can call that global documents. Okay, or external. Okay, external documents means this is one page. Okay, inside this page, whatever you are going to whatever you have written, that is belongs to this page only. Those are inline content. Okay, whatever you are, suppose another page is there, what it is external to this page, right? This page is external to this page. So if you want to utilize whatever the functionalities are there inside this, if you want to utilize inside this, so in that case, we are going to refer that page with the help of the script. Okay, we are going to tell this page, array, you can also utilize some of the functionalities from the external file. How I can utilize? Array, I am there now. I will create some relationship between you and that page, so you can directly utilize. That's what the script can do. Okay, so how we gonna do? Tomorrow we'll discuss with that, because we have to create one external file and inside that external file we have to write some of the functions, and we have to import that in the script, and we have to refer that external file, and we have to use inside our body. So that's what we have to do. And what is link? Link is simply script is for writing the or inserting or referring to the external files of the JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript means we are writing some logic. Okay, or scripting language. It is for the some. It is for dynamic purpose, right? It may be to change the text on clicking. It may change to some text, or it may change images, etc., to perform some dynamic performance. Okay, and link is why we are using link is for linking some of the external style sheets. See, same example. Suppose if you write styles in this document, you are going to use those styles inside this document only. But same styles, if you want to use in another file, then you want to write same styles inside that page as well. So it is time consuming. So if you want to practice and if you want to save our time for the development, then you have to encourage which is useful. If you have to encourage like which will help, which will which is needed to utilize in both. One resource is there, but you have to use in the different cases. So for that reason you have to create one common file, and you have to utilize that file inside wherever you have requirement. Okay, suppose if you create 5 pages, 5 pages means you have, if you create session 1, session 2, session 2, session 3, session 4, session 5, and you have to use same styles inside 5 pages, then you have to, suppose if you write inside this page, you have to write 5 times. But a good developer, what he will do is he will create one specific file for that styles, and he will just refer that files to that pages. So refer he can refer to number of pages. It may be 5, it may be 100, it may be 1000. But what he will do, he will just import that file, and he will utilize those classes and IDs inside that body. Okay, that's what the use of the link means. It will provide, or it will create relationship between the this document and the external style sheet document. So that is what the use case of the link tag. Okay, the use case of this script tag is to refer or to write some of the functionality inside this page, or it can also refer to the external external file, right? External file of the JavaScript. And link tag is used to create relationship between this page as well as external style page. Okay, and whatever the styles are there in the external page, we can utilize whenever we create a relationship between these two files. So that's what link is going to use. Okay, these are the two very useful tags to refer external style sheets or JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript code. So whenever we are going to use Bootstrap, that time we are going to use this script and this link, because we have to use that Bootstrap styles and that Bootstrap functionalities. For that reason, we are going to use this script and this link. Okay, so how we can refer external styles, and how we can refer external styles as well as JavaScript code. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about that as well. Tomorrow we are going to start the basic CSS functional properties. Okay, means what is color, what is background color, how we can apply background color, okay, how we can apply color for the text, how we can change the color of the this text, and how we want to keep this in, suppose it is displaying in the browser. I will show. It is displaying content here. How we want to display this content here? Okay. How we wanna go and how we gonna apply some more styles for this text. So all we gonna do with the styles. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to start CSS part. Okay. So till now we have discussed what are the important tags we'll use in the day to day of the development of application. Okay, it may be static, it may be dynamic, but we are going to use these tags only. Okay, for the HTML we can create any application with the help of these tags. And there are also other tags, but we we can use them, we can rarely use. If you buy ad also, no need. Okay, suppose if there is requirement of use of that, you can just go to that Google and you can type and you can take. But these are, suppose Google is always we cannot use Google, right? Suppose if you have only this document, okay, you do not have internet, so you cannot write, right? If you know the tags, what head tag can do perform, so you can directly write. So these are the regularly we can use. Okay, that's what I have taught you. Important tags. Okay, so whatever we have discussed till now, those are the important tags. You have to just practice them, and you have to practice. Okay, if you practice and remember, and don't buy ahead. Okay, suppose if you are creating one application, just think in application, first you will keep some header. For that header purpose, you are taking head. Okay, you are taking head, and depending on the font size, you are taking, it may H1 or H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. In if you take header section, header, there are H1 to H6 only. You can easily remember, right? So you can just remember. Suppose if you want to use header, then you are going with H tag. Inside H, depending on the font size, font level, you are going to use H1, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Okay. And P tag. Suppose you have given header, and you want to write some content. Okay. You want to write some content. Then you are going to write in the paragraph, or you are going to write some paragraphs. Then you are going to use simply P tag. P is nothing but paragraph only, right? So don't buy ahead, just understand the real meaning of that. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, and if you want to display list wise, okay, then you can first analyze which list you want, ordered list or unordered list. Unordered list, suppose unordered list is nothing but it will starts with the bullets. Okay, so if you want unordered list. So U stands for unordered, L stands for list. So inside list, if you want in the list format, then you are going to list LI. So understand like that. If you want to create form tag is there. If you want to create input is there. If you want to create label for it, you are going to use label. If you are going to use breaking the line, you are going to break BR. And if you want to um, if you want to if you want to break the suppose if you want to line, okay, to specify the part to part, then you are going to horizontal rule, HR. Okay, and if you want to use button, you are going to use button tag. Simply the name itself is telling that what tag you have to use. Okay, remember that, so you can remember longer time, you will not forget. Okay, don't buy it. You can also buy it, but uh, at a time you can forget. Suppose if you buy it many things, you can forget, but if you understand in this manner, you can remember longer time. Okay, so this is what today's class, and tomorrow we'll going to discuss on what is script, and how we can what is script we have discussed it today, but how we can refer the external JavaScript file as well, how we can refer external CSS, okay, with the help of link. And we are going to discuss on more on the styles, okay, how we can apply the color for this style, and how we can apply background color for this, how we can use that global attributes like class ID is there, how we are gonna use them. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about that. And here is the yeah, here is, please join in the official group. So there you can find uh, updates and our backups also, they will provide there. Okay, and I'm pasting in the chat. Please join in that. Please join in that group. Yeah, here. Sorry. See here. I have shared to everyone. So please join in this group, and uh, and here is our content. Let me share with you what we are going to discuss in this course. What we are going to discuss, what we are to learn in this course. Here, first we are going to HTML, CSS, HTML. It may be simple. It may be simple, but let me stop recording. Yeah, it may be simple, you can find, but understanding the real meaning and in real time and doing the answer, it it gives you some strength. Like, okay, this will work like this. So if you learn from the standards or basics, so you will become a good developer or a professional developer, right? If you think I know the tags, suppose whenever div is there, span is there, so how we can use, so if you know only something, okay, we can use both for the inserting the text, then it does not make sense. Okay, but what is real actual div and what is span, so if you know that basics, so you can understand. That's the reason I am teaching you the HTML and CSS, TypeScript, everything. I can also teach you directly Angular concepts. But in Angular also, you are going, these are the parts, right? These are the parts in Angular, because if you start developing application, there is CSS file, CSS folder is there, HTML folder is there, and TypeScript folder is there, right? So if you don't know HTML, how you can, if you know the Angular terminology, and if you don't know it's how to use HTML, then you will struggle, right? So instead of that, if you learn from the basic, okay, if you learn from the basic, if you know how to use HTML, if you know how to write CSS, then it is easy to use Angular terminologies inside that, and you can easily develop any type of application. Okay, for that reason, I am teaching you. Even it may take some time, but I will cover you whatever the required, whatever the required tags are there. I am teaching you those only. I am not wasting your time. in real time, in day to day, in every application you can see these tags. Okay, you may not see table tag, suppose whenever the table is using, that time only you can see. But definitely, if you want to develop any kind of application, suppose one college principal will come to you and, hey, please create one application for my students, that should be in the tabular form. Then what you will do? Then you have to suffer, right? If you know the table tag how to use, then you can directly, yes sir, I will create, no worries. So with my experience, I worked for the banking sectors, payments, etc. So supermarket, Coles is a supermarket. You can search in the Google. Coles is a supermarket in the US. For that application also I worked. Okay. So all these are the required tags where you gonna use in real time. That's why I'm teaching. And also I will teach you CSS from tomorrow onwards. So this is the content, course content, HTML, CSS, TypeScript, and introduction to Angular. Okay, so first angle, how to create Angular application, what are components, and what is the folder structure. This is the main thing. You have to learn what is the folder structure, how it gonna, like whenever you compile application, whenever it is going to start compiling, and what scenario is going behind the application. So if you understand that, whenever you get any error, you can easily identify. So components and data bindings, modules, directives, decorators, and routing concept, loading concept, forms, injectable services, dependency injection, lifecycle hooks, pipes, and interceptors, debugging, how to debug the application, and how to utilize forms or any thing from the drop downs or other things from the bootstrap. And the end, we are going to develop one e-commerce website. Okay, by the end, we are going to develop one e-commerce website. So by the end of this course, you are going to develop yourself a one e-commerce website. Okay, I will provide you the design. You have to implement that. I'm not going to uh, I'm not going to tell you keep this, but I'm going to provide you structure in the image. It may be image or it may be something, so you have to develop that. So when you will develop, if you know the concept, then you will start developing that, right? So for that reason, we are learning this course. Okay, so this is what about the content. Please connect with the admin team, and they will if you have any queries, they will explain regarding the course or something. And if you have any doubt in this course, suppose if you have doubt, like if I am telling what is p tag, if you are not getting, then ask me. Okay, no worries. If you ask, will understand in clearly. Okay. Okay, so if you have any queries, if any doubts, you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes, please.
Actually, for JavaScript also you have to teach, no? Or not?
See, yeah, in JavaScript, I will teach you the basics, and we are more on focusing on TypeScript. Okay, why means in Angular, you are going to use TypeScript. Now, here one doubt. What is TypeScript and JavaScript? See, JavaScript, TypeScript is the superset of JavaScript. Whatever the functionalities are inside the JavaScript are there in the TypeScript. But whatever not in the JavaScript are also there in the TypeScript. Okay, why TypeScript is the superset of JavaScript. There is one variable concept. Okay, variable concept. So it is not uh, typecasting, like whenever some one variable we are using. So there was some confusion in the application. Like if you are using one name, so there was no standards for the variable declarations. So for that reason, they have resolved those issues in the TypeScript. Okay, so in Angular we are using TypeScript, but we'll learn whatever the concepts in the JavaScript as well as TypeScript. In TypeScript, they have provided as ES6, okay, filter, reduce, map, and let, const. So these are provided. So we are going to discuss all this stuff. But here I have written only TypeScript. Why I have written only TypeScript is why I have written only TypeScript is TypeScript is the superset of JavaScript only. Okay, whatever the concepts are there in the JavaScript, those are also there in the TypeScript, and few more features they have added inside the TypeScript. So we are using TypeScript only in Angular. So that's the reason I have mentioned. Yeah, I'm going to teach those as well, but not all. Like suppose if you want to learn document dot write, document dot insert, you are not going to do such kind of things. You are going to work with the Angular. You are not going to work with HTML. You are not going to work only CSS, right? Means you are not developing the static web applications. You are going to develop dynamic web applications, right? So for that dynamic purpose, we have framework that is Angular, which provides flexibility to the developer, right? So that's the reason we are going to discuss how to write functions, how we can write for loops, and how we can write if conditions, switch condition, and how to declare variables, and what are different types of variables are there, and etc. We'll have more stuff, how we can store, how we can declare arrays, how we can like push some data into array, and how you can delete, and how you can perform some operations, right? So that's what all we are going to discuss in this JavaScript or TypeScript course. Yeah, TypeScript class. Entirely, you are going to learn by the end of, I am sure, by the end of this course, you are going to learn the important things, like whatever day to day you are going to use commonly. I will teach them as well, and what even those are not used in day to day, but you can definitely use them. Such kind of topics also I will discuss. Okay, I will not skip any topic. Okay, so that's what about the course. Yeah, I think I am cleared your doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please join to this group. Okay, and this course completely is 3 months, but we are not lagging this course into 3 months. See here, now we have discussed some of the HTML tags, right? For this, the time frame is 1 week. Okay, for this, the time frame is 1 week, but we have discussed this in 3 days. But we have not skipped any tag. Whatever the important tag is there, we have not skipped, but we are discussing. But what I will do is I will teach you these tags, and I will more focus on the practicing from your side. Means in real time, you have to share your screen, and you have to, right, I will tell, hey, hey student, please use header in create one application. Like I need one header. Inside that header I need one table. Okay, inside that table I need I need some details of the employee. So you have to create. When you start writing yourself, then you can get the real meaning and real understanding of that. That's why I'm telling, practice, practice, practice. If you practice day to day, whatever I'm teaching today, if you practice today, then you have listened class, and if you practice, then you can remember for a longer time, and You can remember for a lifetime as well. That's what I'm telling. If I ask to create one header and table, then you can easily share your screen and you can start writing. Suppose if you get, okay, why if you forgot something, why we use tr, table row. If you forgot, then if you ask, hey sir, why we use this, then I will tell you. Then you can understand. So that's what I am thinking to focus on more of that teaching. If I am teaching and ending up the call and again I am coming tomorrow, you are also listening and coming tomorrow and listening. It does not make sense. You have to, if you are learning means tomorrow you are going to work on the real-time application, right? In the you are working for the organization. Organization won't provide you such kind of like someone will come and someone will help. This does not happen, right? So you have to work. If some task is there, you have to start working on that task. When you will work, if you know how to use and how to write code and way to use those code. So if you know those things, then you can. And more are on, if you know, if you have real time experience, means hands-on experience. If you know, if you have already written, can you imagine that confidence? That's what I'm going to build in you. Okay, so that's why the time framework is 3 months, but you will learn the entire course in 40 days, but will focus on real time hands-on experience. Okay, hands-on experience. Suppose if you have hands-on experience, you can if any if manager will come and hey buddy, please create a so and so application for me. he will he will bother about what he want, but he do not bother about if you know how to develop or not. He will, he never bother about that one. Okay, you have to struggle yourself. So instead of that, if you practice real time answer, then you can easily work with any type of applications. That's what we are going to learn in this course. Okay, any doubts or any queries? Okay, I will take it as no. Okay, I'm winding up the class and tomorrow we'll meet again in this session.